showing you all the arts murals from various artists in Philipsburg. Let's go.
I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself and what inspired me to do the murals, Loic the Salt Picker. So I'm from St. Martin. I grew up in French Quarter. That's where there is also a salt pond. From very young, I'm passionate with the history of the Caribbean in general, but most precisely the history of St. Martin. So from very young, my parents, they allow me to participate to a lot of events and activities surrounding history in St. Martin. I participate to excavation. I work a couple of times summer jobs in the museum on the French side. So during many years, I gathered information, I gathered documents, and then I went and studied in France as a fashion designer and textile designer. I worked there for a couple of years being an illustrator for other people, and then while I was living over there, I started painting, and already the backbone of my work was Caribbean history, Caribbean cultures. And as I merge into, as I evolve into a full visual artist, I really started feeling homesick, so I came back to St. Martin. And the first painting I did when I came back to St. Martin was Loic the Salt Picker. It was part of a small series that I called Salt and Cotton. So the elements were already there. The woman, her posture, the map, the salt pond map, the coralita flowers, all of that was already there since 2009. But I always wanted to do a mural actually with this character, because it really tells a part of the St. Martin history that I really researched, that I really document, and it made the glory of St. Martin, if you can say so, back in the days. So that's the first inspiration for the mural, is telling the history of salt in St. Martin. But it also comes from childhood memories, because as a child I remember going around the island and seeing all the salt ponds taking a pink color every year when the salt was ready. I really love seeing all those little pieces of wood picking out of the water, and all the surrounding of the salt pond that's really places that I really interact with when I was younger. And so it's really a tribute to the salt workers, our ancestors that worked in this industry. That was really the salt back in the days were called white gold, because it was a highly demanded commodity, because it would allow you to preserve your meat and your fish and your provisions. And so it was really highly demanded, but it was also very hard, because the salt is like crystal, and it's like a blade that can cut you and burn you at the same time. So the resilience of our ancestors through those hard working days, first as slaves, then free workers, it's really what brings us here today. But overall, it is a tribute to St. Martin women, and through the St. Martin women, all women, because it really shows you how women, even in the hardest living conditions, working conditions, they are the bringers of life, the bringers of beauty, the bringers of joy. And it's through women that community can be built, a family can be built. And those women, they went through all of that and still end up being strong women, and that brings us into our present days. So at the end of the mural, I put a poem that kind of sums up my thoughts about that painting, that mural. And I started by talking about the seed, and the seed is about personal growth as a woman, but also after this tree, although it was planted in some very harsh environment, it still grew out to be a tree. And I like the image of the tree because it sums up human history and family histories, the structure of trees, because you have the roots that nourish you, and then from the roots grows the branches and the leaves. And what I like is that even if you have the roots, you still need to stretch your leaves to capture the sun, to keep on growing. And it's only when you keep on growing with the energy of the sun that you will give birth to flowers, fruits, seeds. So Swaliga, this beautiful woman, strong woman standing in the middle of the salt pond, she is our seed. She is the one from where we grow, and our parents are the leaves, and we are the flowers, and we will bear fruits, and we will give seeds. It's the tree of life, is the family tree, is genealogy.
The Color Me SXM mural project was inspired by murals that you can find in Curacao, for instance. Also in Wynwood in Miami, there are a lot of really amazing murals there. So I think that's where we drew some of our inspiration. On top of that, in 2017, we suffered a very bad hurricane season, which really damaged a lot of the buildings throughout the island, and especially in Philipsburg, in the capital. So we just wanted to kind of spruce up the place, give it some color and some vibrancy, and at the same time attract tourists to parts of Philipsburg that they wouldn't normally venture off into. So that's why you can find a lot of the murals at different parts of Front Street, the head of town, and more towards Down Street, as well as in the alleys leading from Front Street to Back Street, and on Back Street leading to Cananguita Street. So that was kind of the idea behind it. Organizing it, I have to give that baton to my very good friend Laura Beinstorp, who wrote the project and was the project coordinator. She kind of organized a lot of the components of the projects, and we had 12 different artists to try to manage on 12 different walls, so it was quite a task, but she did a fantastic job, as we can see. How did we find the artists? Well, actually, I think the artists found us. We kind of just put out a call for designs and submissions at the start of the project earlier this year, where we were requesting artists to submit their designs for what they believe should be on display for this mural project, and we got really amazing submissions. We got a lot of them. It was very hard to choose the final designs, but we got help from the Department of Culture and the Tourism Bureau in order to choose which murals would work the best. Melanie. Most people know me as the daughter of Max and Leona. My mother has a store on Front Street called Maliona's for the past 32 years or something, and I get a lot of oh, you're Leona's daughter. So I guess that's a little bit about me. I went to school here in St. Martin up until the 7th grade. I went to Learning Unlimited, and then I finished my high school career in the US in Maryland. After that, I went to the University of Miami in Florida, and graduated with a double major in international studies and Latin American and Caribbean studies with a minor in Spanish. After I finished university, I decided to come back home and do a lot of freelance work, support my family business, and currently I work at the St. Martin Development Fund as the program and development manager here. So that's a little bit about me. Be the Change Foundation was inspired by a famous Gandhi quote that says, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." So we slightly adjusted it to be the change that you wish to see on St. Martin. St. Martin has a lot of really great nonprofit organizations that do really amazing projects and causes throughout the whole year. And we wanted to shed light on that and bridge the gap between those organizations that need support from the community and people that want to provide the support to the community, whether it be residents or tourists alike. So that's what inspired Be the Change Foundation.
I included all the Instagram handles of the artists so you can see their art on Instagram. With Loic Brian.
Hi everybody, my name is Loic Brian and this is my wall. So this mural, it embodies happiness. As you can see, we have some of the things that make me happy, which is the sugar bird, also known as the banana heat, the flamboyant flower, which only blooms in July, which is also called a July tree. And of course, it's like a precursor to summer vacation. So when you were a kid, summer vacation was like one of the best things in the world. So yeah, it always brings me happiness to see it. And especially if you look at the Muriel Wilson Park, beautiful blooms, and it just lights the whole of St. Martin up. So yeah, that's one of the things that makes me happy. And greenery, nature, I love nature. Like I love listening to the birds in the morning. You can hear the birds right now. And yeah, it's there you go. Yeah, so it has. Someone said like the colors are so bright, and I intentionally made the colors bright because bright colors, it's a psychological thing. If you notice, like they say, most fast food restaurants use primary colors, reds, yellows, blues, and so forth, and those excite and incite hunger as well. So I wish for this to excite and incite happiness. Hence the bright colors. It's like nature on steroids almost. And I'm right now, I just finished the floor. So it's kind of like we got a little floor leading up into the wall and then leading up into the sky. So we got like almost like a whole 3D experience to just immerse yourself in the warmth and happiness of St. Martin. And yeah, just right now, lastly painting this there. Because every time you take a picture, like this little gray thing is just stuck right in the middle. So I decided, hey, you know what? Let's blend it in.
Be telling you what some of these things are. First, we have the National Courthouse in St. Martin, and then these colors are the colors of our flag, and this is the brown pelican, this is the yellow sage, as you can see, and yeah, this is a hibiscus. Art can be fun.
Hi, my name is Zilla Duzon Hazel and I am doing this video for Saharas Island YouTube channel. Sahara wants to know what inspired me to do the mural that I did on Front Street for the Color Me SXM mural project. I'm originally a fashion designer and I create these prints for my clothing brand. When chosen to be one of the artists to create a mural, the Change Foundation saw it fit that I do 3 prints or more prints instead of 1 print because they found the prints very catchy, very vibrant and bold. So I chose these 3 prints because they're very popular. People, I do get like wow reactions when people see them on my products. So it's amazing to see the reaction people are having now that it's on a wall. So that is a little background of my inspiration. I draw all of my inspiration from Caribbean lifestyle and culture and nature. And I just hope people love it and enjoy it and are happy when they see my prints. And that's it.
All of the murals. It was so much beautiful pieces. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and come enjoy the murals yourself.